So you're thinking about moving to Virginia Beach, Virginia? If so, then this is the video for you. And if you're moving to Virginia Beach because you'll be working at Oceana Naval Air Station, Neck Naval Station, or the Virginia National Guard State Military Reservation, then this is really the video for you. Today we'll be visiting the top 5 neighborhoods that are close to Oceana Naval Air Station. And by default, they're also close to Dam Neck and the Virginia National Guard State Military Reservation because these bases are all within 15 minutes of each other. If this is your first time on the channel, then click subscribe and press the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know all about the market in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Let's get started. All of these bases are located in Southeast Virginia Beach. This part of the city is about 15 minutes from the oceanfront, so you have quick oceanfront access, and it's about 15 minutes from the interstate. So if you live in this area of Virginia Beach, you're a little bit secluded, and just know that you're gonna have to take a little bit of a drive to get to other parts of the city as well as to other cities in Hampton Roads. But it is a perfect place to live if you wanna be close to your job. So here are the top 5 neighborhoods close to Oceana Naval Air Station. And stay tuned until the end because I'm going to talk about a bonus neighborhood that may not have been on your radar. I've already done videos on a couple of the neighborhoods we're talking about today, so those videos will be linked in the description. So we're going to talk about these neighborhoods in order of median home price from lowest to highest. Here's neighborhood number 1. So the first neighborhood on the list is Redwing. Redwing is located off Oceana Boulevard, just down the street from Oceana Naval Air Station, and is a neighborhood of homes that were built in the 1980s. This neighborhood includes both twin homes and single family homes, and the prices range from about the mid-200s to $400,000. The median sales price in the neighborhood is about $350,000. Redwing is zoned for Ocean Lakes High School. Redwing is located off of a main road, but once you get back into the neighborhood, it doesn't seem that way. There's only one way in and out of this neighborhood, so most of the people coming through either live there or know someone who lives there, so you don't have to worry about a lot of through traffic. There's even a small park in the neighborhood that's got a picnic shelter, basketball courts, softball field, and a playground. Here's neighborhood number 2. Now let's head over to Upton Drive to make a visit to Upton Estates. Upton Estates is located between Upton Drive and Old Dam Neck Road. The houses in this neighborhood were built between the mid-1980s and the early 1990s. Prices range from the upper 300s to the upper 400s, and the median sales price for Upton Estates is $425,000. Upton Estates is zoned for Ocean Lakes High School. Upton Estates is a relatively small neighborhood, especially compared to the neighborhoods that are nearby, but it does have 2 neighborhood parks, one that's got a lot of open green space and some benches, and the other that's got picnic shelters and a playground. Here's neighborhood number 3. Next, we're heading over to Ocean Lakes. Ocean Lakes is located near the corner of General Booth Boulevard and Dam Neck Road. That's just a little bit farther away from Oceana Base. And the houses over here were built in the 1980s and 1990s. Prices range from the upper 300s to the low 600,000s. And the median home price in the neighborhood is $425,000. Ocean Lakes is zoned for Ocean Lakes High School. Ocean Lakes does have a homeowners association. It will run you about $35 a month and will get you access to several pools, clubhouses, tennis courts and playgrounds, and much, much more. Ocean Lakes is a large neighborhood with approximately 2,000 homes, and it has 3 neighborhood parks. There are also several lakes in the neighborhood, so some of the houses have waterfront views. Next, neighborhood number 4. Now we're going to hop over to Ocean Lakes neighborhood next door neighbor, which is Red Mill Farm. It's located off General Booth Boulevard near the intersection of London Bridge Road. Most of the houses in Red Mill Farm were built between the late 1970s into the early 2000s. Prices on the houses in this neighborhood range from the low 400s to the low 600s, and the median sales price for the neighborhood is $475,000. Red Mill is zoned for both Ocean Lakes High School and Kellam High School, depending on what part of the neighborhood you live in. Red Mill Farm was built in 3 phases, and each phase has a different look and feel. The neighborhood has 2 parks. One has lighted softball and baseball fields, and the other has a free little library. And last but not least, neighborhood number 5. Now we're going to head down General Booth Boulevard to Birdneck Lake. Birdneck Lake is located near the intersection of Birdneck Road and General Booth Boulevard. Most of the houses in this neighborhood were built between the mid-1970s and the mid-1990s. The prices for the houses in this neighborhood run between the mid-400s to the mid-500,000s, and the median sales price is $525,000. Birdneck Lake does have an HOA that will run you about $25 a month, and Birdneck Lakes is zoned for Ocean Lakes High School. Of all the neighborhoods we visited today, Birdneck Lake is the closest to the oceanfront resort beach. And the houses in this neighborhood have a contemporary beachy feel. There is a lake in this neighborhood, so you could get yourself a lakefront property. Now here is your bonus neighborhood. If your budget's a little bit higher and you don't mind being a little bit farther out, then make your way to Lago Mar. Lago Mar is located close to Red Mill Farm between Sandbridge Road and Nemo Parkway. Most of the homes in Lago Mar were built between the late 1960s and the late 2000s. Some additional houses were built during the 2010s all the way up until the current day. Prices in Lago Mar range from the upper 500s all the way up to about $1.2 million. The median sales price in Lago Mar is about $975,000. Lago Mar is zoned for Kellam High School. Part of Lago Mar's appeal is the tree-lined streets, the shady yards, and the hometown feel. There are 2 sections to the Lago Mar neighborhood. There's Lago Mar and Lago Mar at Back Bay. The homes in Lago Mar at Back Bay were built more recently than the homes in the original section of Lago Mar. There's a creek that runs through the neighborhood, so there are many houses that have waterfront views. Lago Mar is a large neighborhood, and it has 3 parks. Between them, there are picnic shelters, playgrounds, and tennis courts. We've already talked about neighborhood parks, but there is a very large city park close by this area as well. Redwing Park has a dog park, basketball courts, playgrounds, picnic shelters, tennis courts, and several walking trails. It also has cherry blossoms and a Japanese garden. And it's the location for a cherry blossom festival every year. Virginia Beach has over 200 city parks, and you can use the VB Park Finder app to find a park that has the amenities that you're looking for. So what else is there to do in the southeast corner of Virginia Beach? Well, you'll be near the Princess Anne Rec Center, which has a gym, a pool, a weight room, fitness classes, a game room, and much more. And right next door is the Princess Anne Area Library. There's a Regal Cinema in the area as well. Not too far down the road, there's the Virginia Aquarium and Ocean Breeze Water Park with its mascot, Humongous, where you can hang out in a wave pool or float in the Adventure River or slip and slide on a raft ride. So many things to do. Motor World is next door, where there are go-kart tracks and rides that are fun for everyone. There are plenty of grocery stores in the area, including Food Lion, Harris Teeter, Lidl, and Aldi. The first Publix in Virginia Beach will also be in the area. If you prefer to buy your groceries at a commissary, the Oceana Commissary is nearby as well. Although there wasn't much shopping in this area 25 years ago, That's not the case anymore. There is so much shopping, and you can get pretty much anything you want without leaving the area. So you can see if you're going to be stationed at Oceana, Dam Neck, or the State Military Reservation, there are plenty of neighborhoods for you to choose from. Just one more thing. If you plan to live in one of these neighborhoods, you need to make sure to check the jet noise level for the house you plan to buy. Thanks for hanging out for the tour of the neighborhoods that are close to Oceana Naval Air Station. And if you think Virginia Beach is the place for you, or any of the other 7 cities in Hampton Roads, whether you're moving in the matter of days, weeks, or months, feel free to give me a call, send me an email, shoot me a text, or schedule a video call so we can talk about your move to Virginia Beach. Until next time, when I'll be showing you around town.